a slew of results coming out of Kenya. Eveready, Sasini, which impacted on the bourse yesterday, CMC Holdings. Let's first start with Sasini. What do you make of the results?
From the Sasini results, you're actually able to see that the agricultural sector is actually coming out of the woodwork, depending on how the different companies in the sector are able to approach the calamities that they've been able to face. Because when you look at Sasini, though the results are not as much as we expected, they've really done pretty well for themselves. Re-strategized, coming up with new products and services, and actually being able to diversify from agriculture into the service industry. So we're hoping that if many other companies in the agriculture sector are to go the Sasini way, then I believe with the stimulus package that the government actually had promised to release, then the agricultural sector will be out of the woodwork and we'll have more strong economy supporting our economy benchmark.
Are these results impacting on the Nairobi Stock Exchange for today?
Given how results have been in terms of the impact on the stock market, I believe any company results, be they good or bad, have little or no impact at all on our market, because our market is mostly emotionally driven. Our market sentiments then doesn't really focus on the fundamental analysis of any given company. You can see how Safaricom had good results, the finance industry from Barclays to Equity, but they didn't have any effect. So Sasini's results will have little or no impact at all, because the players in the industry, be they foreign or local, actually base their decisions on human sentiment, emotions, and the current affairs. For now, our market is still too young or too naive to actually focus on fundamental issues. Though most of us would like it to, to base its focus on fundamental decisions, but that's not what's happening. So the results won't have any impact at all.
All right, talking about emotions, what are investor sentiments like at the moment?
Currently, given like the last two weeks, foreign investors had actually a lot of play in our local market. But this week, how it's been closing today, we've seen that the local investors are the ones who've been dominating, cashing in their profits, liquidating their positions, because, Christmas is coming, companies are closing down, people are going up country to be with their families. So the sentiment has been many companies that are actually dominating the market, like Safaricom, East African Breweries, KCB, that the foreign domination has actually slowed down, and you've seen local investor demand actually picking up in terms of people liquidating the stock.
Let's look at Eveready. It did well. The profits are up 51%. With the global downturn in mind, how did the company do so well?
Actually, the company did so well on one point. The government actually came to its rescue. We had the government actually changing legislation in terms of import, especially from China, like cheap imports from China in terms of battery manufacturing and any equipment that relates to that. We saw actually the law being changed to actually protect it so that it could actually be able to survive. And also, given that natural resources, the prices a while back were pretty high. The government support for it in terms of a restructuring, in terms of changing legislation, was a very big boost for it, because we're actually able to sustain and be able to get more customers for its products and services. And given that the legislation is actually in place now, properly functioning, we should see the share price actually picking up from the 3 shillings that it's been currently trading at.
Well, we've had many analysts with mixed sentiments towards how the bourse will close before the end of the year. What's your take on it?
I believe the bourse will close better than it did a year ago. I believe it will close better than it did the last quarter. This is because of the foreigner participation that's been seen rallying the market in the last couple of weeks. However, the downside will be the political issue, the debate going on around the draft, the harmonized draft bill, and the politicians' point of view to it. So we're seeing that people have money to invest. We've seen increased uptake in terms of bond activity, but the equity market has still slowed down. So the market will close better for the Christmas break. However, how it will open will actually depend on how the Kenyans will actually view the issue of the draft bill that's supposed to be debated and passed in March next year.
All right.